Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks.
Let's not forget that's Don Callis' meal ticket. So if he loses, you know that's going to devour him even more. I mean, there are other interesting matches on the card. I mean, you have Chris Sabin will battle the big monster Moose. Violent by Design will defend the tag team titles in a fatal four-way against Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Bella TJP, and of course the Good Brothers. Now the interesting thing is they don't know which two members of the group that they're going to face. They have the infamous Freebird rule, and there's 4 members of the group. So at any given time, any 2 members can defend the belt.
Yep.
It could be Eric Young and Rhino, it could be Joe Darling and Dina, or vice versa. But anyway, it's a fatal four-way. So who knows what's going to happen with that. Eddie Edwards will battle W. Morrissey. For those who don't know, W. Morrissey is a former Big Cass. Of course, Fire and Flavor. The team of Kira Hogan and Tasha Steelz will defend the Impact women's tag team titles against Havoc and Rosemary. And you have your Ultimate X match for the X Division Championship, last but not least. Alexander is going to defend the title against Petey Williams, Troy Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Roddy Rogers.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. The X Division match should be good.
And how about this? 2 pay-per-views back-to-back. Slammiversary this Saturday, and then the next night is Money in the Bank. Of course, the Money in the Bank will be in front of an audience. Slammiversary will not. Impact is still doing their shows and not in front of an audience. Right now, the only 2 companies here in the States that operate that are doing shows in front of a crowd is AEW and WWE. I think maybe by the end of the year they'll have a crowd Impact. Nor does ROH have a crowd, nor the NWA have a crowd. Can't forget about MLW, which is more of the indie promotion. But you know that doesn't happen too often in modern day wrestling when you have 2 pay-per-views back to back like this. They both companies will be presenting their pay-per-views back to back, a day apart from each other, and both shows will be streaming on their streaming site apps. You know, WWE on Peacock, which I hate to say. And of course, Impact has Impact Plus, their streaming service. You know, to be honest, I haven't heard anything about Impact Plus. I don't know anything who has it. Anybody who has it, excuse me. I do know that New Japan Pro Wrestling streaming service, New Japan World, is very good. I got to see that for myself and use it pretty briefly, so that's actually pretty damn cool.
Yes, indeed. You know, you mentioned WWE on Peacock. I mean, they finally added some of their stuff. They added ECW, the new watered down version of ECW, 2006 to 2009, I believe, are available.
10.
Yeah.
2006 to 2010.
All the
and they finally added Saturday night's main event.
I'm looking for superstars. I'm looking for the Superstar show with Randy Savage got bit by that snake. I'm still looking for that. They haven't added that yet.
Interesting.
That was back in '92, I believe.
I think they have Superstars up there, right?
And I'm looking for the episode where Randy Savage got bit by Jake the Snake.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not up there yet. That episode.
Yeah. They got some Sunday Night Heat as well as other stuff.
Interesting.
Now, I warn you, the Heat, Sunday Night Heat, is just 2 years, 99 and 2000.
No, they don't have 98 up there.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Flip that around. 98, 99, my bad.
Oh, they do have 98. Interesting.
All the 2 years they got available, 1998 and 2000 and 1999. My favorite one is up there with Triple H's promo for SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah, when he called himself the Game the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was a memorable episode. Sunday Night Heat was actually on for 10 years before it ended. Started in 98, ended in 2008.
And I'm really looking forward, if anybody can help me find the whole show, not the video, not the clip, the whole show of Taz and Michael Cole confronting JR and Jerry Lawler. Not the clip, I want the full show.
Oh, wait, what is that?
That sounds like 2002.
Oh, you mean the pay-per-view?
Yeah, I mean, that's late 2002. I'm talking about...
I believe that was either 2002 or 3.
Yeah.
I
want to say Vengeance.
Yeah, you might be right. It might have been Vengeance.
So
maybe 2002's Vengeance.
I could get the DVD. It probably won't be on there in the special features or whatnot.
That's the thing I miss about the DVDs, is that you watch them on the network, they edit some stuff out. Now, if you bought DVDs, especially the pay-per-view shows, if you bought the original copies of the DVDs when they first came out, you watch that and then you watch them over the network, you notice they've taken some stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember, for some weird reason, it was WrestleMania 22, the Money in the Bank ladder match. There was a spot in the match where Shelton Benjamin dove over Matt Hardy and basically springed over Matt Hardy. He did a springboard over Matt Hardy and onto the ladder. Now, for some weird reason, you watch that match over on the network, they actually delete that spot.
I gotta see it.
Which makes no sense to me. There was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
No, I get the Mickey James part where she gestures the, I'm not going to say it on the air, but I'll just say going down on the female part.
She literally grabbed by the kitty. Literally.
Yeah. And then did the pose right after it.
Long before Donald Trump, she grabbed by the kitty.
Yeah, they did take that part out. That I get, but the Shelton Benjamin part made no sense to me. I didn't get that.
So that would mean, I wanted to say, not Armageddon. Well, Armageddon, the one with Joey Mercury's face.
Oh yeah, 2006, a ladder match.
I mean, they probably took that off too.
They took that off?
I'm guessing because they did that. You've seen that. This thing is brutal.
Wow. Well, to Peacock's credit, there are some things that are on ECW that they left out. I mean, that they kept in.
Uh-huh.
But me, personally, I think the reason that stuff is still there is because remember, Peacock is still watching all of that content to take out. So it's going to be a while before they take out everything they need to take out, because there's years and years and years and years and years of footage to watch. So they have not one person, but they have a couple of people watching various stuff from decades of wrestling. So it's going to be a while before they take off everything. But there was some stuff that they've seen and taken off already. You know, Vince McMahon using the N-word at the 2006 Survivor Series. Gone.
On purpose, by the way.
Yeah. The Roddy Piper Bad News Brown match from WrestleMania 6. Gone. The whole Triple H Kane storyline, the whole Katie Vick thing from those episodes of Raw. Gone. That is crazy. Like, Kane and Triple H are feuding in 2002 because they have a match in No Mercy 2002. And what sucks is you can't even see the lead-up going into the match. Because all that stuff has been taken off. All you get is just the match. They don't even show the video package when you watch the actual pay-per-view of the match. It's just the match starts and they walk out and the match takes place and it ends. But yeah, that stuff gone. So they're already taking out a bunch of stuff. I know there's a couple of other things they've taken out, but of course they've taken out the whole Chris Benoit Raw tribute episode. That's gone.
Of course.
Wait a minute now. It was there on the original network before Peacock.
Now I'm what happened. What they did was
all of Benoit stuff is there, except for that one episode of Raw.
Instead of the best of Chris Benoit, they did the best of Raw, something like that.
Yeah, they replaced that episode with another best of show. So yeah, all of the Benoit stuff is still there, except that Benoit tribute of Raw. So that whole episode of Raw is not there.
Let me ask you this, David. Like Bobby Lashley, our current WWE champion, has he really gone soft?
No, I don't think so. If anything, he's gotten more violent since then.
Because I think
champion.
I think Kofi Kingston was right. Bobby Lashley got all these honeys, got all this party going on. I think he's turned soft.
That's just Kofi trying to get in Lashley's head, which I think is a mistake. Lashley, if anything, he's gotten more violent since he's become champ. Remember what he did to Xavier Woods in that Hell in a Cell match? But what about the way he beat down Drew McIntyre when Miz cashed in Money in the Bank, or the way he took the title from the Miz? Lashley's been more violent since he's been champion, so I disagree with Kofi.
I think Bobby needs to lead the honeys at the locker in the locker room, lead the honeys there and focus. I'm telling you now, he brings them ringside, even to the company ringside. It's gonna be a distraction. He gonna be focused on the match.
Well, I think Lashley can beat Kofi anyway, regardless. But I think it's a mistake on Kofi's part to rile up Lashley even more than what he already is. So I think that's a mistake.
We're going to find out this Sunday, by the way.
Remember, Lashley made a mistake and it cost him a match against Xavier Woods. Which Lashley snapped after that. Like, I got pinned by Xavier Woods. Yeah, you got pinned because you wasn't paying attention. When you are a champion, not just a world champion, but any champion, you need to pay attention. And you can't really be making mistakes.
Yeah.
Now, imagine if the WWE title on the line, that would have haunted him for the rest of his career, maybe his life. You know, you have to be on your A game as a champion. Not just a world champion, but any champion.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we've seen people make mistakes and they've lost their titles because of those mistakes.
You need to focus, man.
Absolutely.
Every champion, every athlete, period, no matter what the genre is, every athlete knows you need to stay focused. And ain't no, like for example, the day of, no getting none the day of. You need to focus. You got a match to go into, performance to do, whatever you're doing. You need to be focused.
Yes. You need to stay ahead of the game, above it. Stay focused. That's what happens when you don't stay focused. You lose. It's one thing to lose a match, but it's another thing to lose a title. Remember, that's the worst thing, is to make a mistake and lose the title.
Oh, definitely.
Or you can lose to somebody you know you can beat.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that happen. But you lost to so-and-so? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got word that the 27th, the July 27th episode of NXT, that's Tuesday night, will air on the Sci-Fi Network due to the USA Network's coverage of the Olympics.
Yes, that is true.
That's what, next week?
I believe so.
Yeah, so the next episode of NXT will be on Sci-Fi Network. It's been a while since WWE been on Sci-Fi. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. SmackDown was last on Sci-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Before moving to the USA Network. Now Fox has SmackDown. First time network television has had wrestling since 2006. Which is very good for network television, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, network television needs wrestling, in my opinion. It helped wrestling. Cable television definitely helped wrestling. You can't be a star, excuse me, if you're not on television.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So, any picks from these Money in the Bank ladder matches?
I'm going Ricochet.
Ricochet, wow. Okay, I wanted Cesaro to be in the match. If he was, I would have gone with him, but oh man, I don't even know who I would pick. I'll probably say maybe Kevin O. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Kevin O. Imagine if Matt Riddle ended up winning that, though.
That's a possibility. Everybody can.
I can see Matt Riddle or Kevin Owens. Drew McIntyre better not touch that match. One too many times. That's the last person I want to see win. It's him. I don't mind him being in the match, but no, matter of fact, he shouldn't even be in the match. That spot could have been given to somebody else.
And whoever wins the contract has a whole lot of advantage in their pocket. You got all the gold, and you got all the cards on your favor.
Basically, that's a clear advantage. It's an opportunity you don't face.
You literally hold all the cards. You can, like, anytime they make a championship match, the main event, the main contract too far behind.
Yes.
So let's say for example, Bobby Lashley holds on to the WWE Championship, right? So whoever he faces at the next pay-per-view, not SummerSlam, but the one after that, if you make it past SummerSlam as champion, whoever has the contract, you ain't that far behind.
Yeah, they could basically cash in after Lashley just had a match.
You can cash in and change everybody's plan. For example, you can cash in that night. You can cash in during the match. You can cash in after the match. Cash in before the match. A week, all kinds of stuff. Cards in your favor.
That is true, but I'll be pretty stupid to cash in before the match. I can understand during the match or after, but before, no.
It's like our last.
I think before would be stupid.
Just like our last Money in the Bank holder, Brock Lesnar. You can play mind games on people if you want.
Yes, and he did that amazing.
And the thing about the contract, it's a calendar year. For example, if you win that July 18th, 2021, you got to July 18th, 2022 to cash it in.
That's true. A whole year to hold on to that briefcase.
I thought, because it was how they kept promoting it, I thought it was like until WrestleMania. No, you got to the next calendar year. So you got till June 18th of next year to cash it in.
And the key to it is you have to do it when you know that person is in a compromising position.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, to the point they're basically hurt enough or tired enough. Gotta take advantage of that situation.
The last thing you want to do is cash in on a fresh champion.
That's true.
And he ready for you.
Because if it wasn't me, I'll wait to the opportune best time and then cash.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, this person wrestled 45 minutes and heart is bleeding. I'm cashing in. I will take full advantage. And that's the right way to do it. You know, you can't really blame people. That's the best way to do it. Like, you know what? This guy's wrestled over 20 minutes. You know, he's got a hurt knee or a hurt back or a hurt arm, whatever the case may be. He's tired and he's bleeding. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big opportunity. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's Wednesday.
Yes,
Which means it's AEW tonight.
You know what time it is?
Yeah. And rapidly approaching when AEW goes on the air. The next pay-per-view is All Out. Which I believe is either August or September. I don't remember. But All Out is their next big pay-per-view. Now, that Chris Jericho MJF thing, him wrestling a bunch of matches to get to MJF, I don't like it, but it sounds interesting. But he's got to win, and the thing is, he has to win all those matches. He can't lose one and expect to face him. He has to win all three matches. You know, MJF, he has a history of doing this to people like that. Remember, he had Cody do a bunch of things to get a match with him. You know, he had Cody get 10 lashes. Cody had to wrestle Wardlow in a cage. Mm-hmm. And now you've got Chris Jericho doing all this stuff to get a match with him. MJF is a piece of work. But anyway, we got less than 10 minutes left, and AEW is about to go on the air, which means it's time for us to cut out of here.
We'll see you guys Friday just before SmackDown. And by the way, it's going to be live. If you have not gotten your ticket, you need to hurry up and get them. Because I'm telling you, it's a grip, but hurry up because it's going on sale this Friday. Or tickets will be available this Friday, I believe. If you don't have it, that should tell. We got to get out of here. See you Friday before SmackDown.
Take care, everybody.
See ya.